Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself. Run! Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. All right then.
I'm so cold. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Stop by again.
could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
Looking to hire a boat?
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Giallo.
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Giallo.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, you won't find a finer vessel than the Northern Maiden. Sorry, but I'm not looking to hire any more crew right now.
Never much cared for Windhelm. The place is depressing.
How splendid. A drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems. Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind, so we came west. Windhelm is the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking. Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. I was walking by the old Aretino residence, heard the little boy Aventus. He was chanting. It was a black sacrament, I'll tell you. The College of Winterhold is the only place in Skyrim open-minded enough to teach magic. Although Ulfric's court wizard has been known to take on apprentices once in a while. If you need another drink, I'll be right here.
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest.
Be on the lookout. The Butcher could be around any corner.
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety.
Ever since that Imperial Craven ran me through from behind, I've had trouble breathing.
Women
Don't have any
murdered
trouble
time and
drinking.
again, and all the guards care about is the war.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you. Mm-hmm.
Farm work is hard work. It's good to relax when I can, but I still have to listen to my brothers harping about injustices. Of course working for Bolfrida isn't my first choice, but what else can a Dunmer do out here? My sister and I both work for the Nords. Our brother is ashamed of us, but at least we can afford to eat. And what might you need, hmm?
Once killed 6 men single-handed while rescuing my brothers in arms from ambush by an Imperial patrol.
You're looking a little rough around the edges. You feeling all right?
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
To receive the blessing of Talos, you have only to pray at the altar. Blessings of Archay be upon you.
It's no secret that Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly... What do you need? Sure. What can I do for you? Until next time.
I'm a writer by trade. Not that the people of Skyrim do much reading. I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest work, Olaf and the Dragon. For weeks now, roads are a mess. May you lose yourself in the pages of a good book.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim. Best not to walk the roads of Skyrim alone.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass. As you travel Skyrim, make sure you stop and take in the view from time to time.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durocht lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly done. We'll drive out the Empire from this land that we own. With our blood and our steel we will take back our home. All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours and we'll set it white clean. A scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up. We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at
Can
him.
you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing?
Always sad when someone has to die.
Another one. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Always sad when someone has to die.
You hear the news? There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anthor, to the northwest.
This is a shame. No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
What is it? Just like always, nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again. Look, friend, if you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to your life, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be an official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
My job's simple enough. The dead don't really complain much.
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types? Good. Too many Nords in this town have been listening to Ulfric's narrow-minded words. He's tough, loyal to his men, and a good leader. But if you're not a Nord, Ulfric will never trust you. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I Guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfear. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight, and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords, and the folk beneath them. Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes like. Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that. Of course I am. What do I look like, a tavern wench? Don't let my words cut you too deep. I've just been working the forge too hard, trying to set this sword right. Jarl wants it to look like an ancient blade. High Queen Fridis ruled over Windhelm in the Second Era. Her sword was legendary. Getting the real sword would be even better than making a copy. But no one wants to risk getting it from its resting place. If you find that sword, traveler, I'd be grateful. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Shore's bones. I might just have to. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect York, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage? Forget. You find Queen Fridis' sword. I'll reward you. Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that.
Fresh fruit and vegetables for sale.
Metal hammered.
Working. I never expected Ulfric to live up to his legend, but he does. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor.
Take home Windhelm's finest and freshest produce today.
Hermir's become a decent smith. I used to think I had a hand in that.
I couldn't ask for a better. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the Great Stormcloak army. Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, and I've done my part to free our land. If you've need of weapons or armor, come back and see Owengal.
Everyone's looking to protect yourself or deal some damage. Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
A few septims.
My father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapons on. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the magic? We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us gods here in Windhelm. Suicide.
You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over to Sadri's used wares. Talk to the elf.
Stay away from the Oratino residence. The place is cursed.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Aldrich won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got swords. Curved swords. No lollygagging.
What is it? Dragons? Jerem is a fine house, and it's up for sale. You should talk to the steward in the keep if you're interested. If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards?
Aldrich won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude.
I do the cooking and cleaning around the palace.
On Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time.
Keep your eyes open.
Price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim
We'll show those
to wager?
faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner?
Damn faithless Imperials.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
Talos guide you.
Follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you
fight or die well?
Not for me. What then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil.
I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Your leaf, I want you to send a messenger to our western camps.
And the message, sir?
I'm diverting Garn Hadring's men to join him.
Is that wise, sir?
It will work if we can pull Haran's men from the south and find a bit of luck.
Of course. Something that seems to be in short supply these days.
I'm not seeking advice right now, friend. Just send the message.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well. If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. Raylof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man, but he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan. Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Yeah, but first, tell me, why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim? Can't fault anyone for that. As long as you hate the Empire as much as I do, that I can work with. Fair enough. But are you willing to die for your home? Watch yourself out there.
Is there any news from Hiram?
Not a peep. Those prissy Bretons can't be made to lift a finger to help their neighbors.
I suppose we shouldn't be surprised. They've never had many.
Those milk drinkers might as well be elves. Think they're better than us.
Regardless, it appears Skyrim must stand alone. Again.
Next Imperial I see is dead. Talos guide you. Until next time.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Trouble? You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. Mind what or who you practice this on. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power. This world.
Whoa, whoa!
No lollygagging.
You hear the news? There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anthor, to the northwest.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.